Hi, I'm Tony and welcome back to Elgin 2030. It's been a busy summer already and we're not quite sure yet what our release schedule is going to be for future episodes, but rest assured we have some great episodes lined up. So get outside and enjoy the city once in a while. Now, quick side note along those lines, I've been getting some emails from struggling business owners downtown who are stuck in a never-ending cycle of road and sidewalk construction. So take some time and grab a coffee or a sandwich when you're downtown. Tell them Elgin 2030 sent you and see how many blank stares you can collect, or who knows, maybe they'll just tell you to leave. Now, the opening to this episode has gone through several rewrites. We're going to be talking about filing Freedom of Information requests, but it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to start it. Now, I broke my own rules and spent some time trolling the message boards to poke fun at some extremely ridiculous people. And at one point, my opening was an explanation of why the fire department is so important to me personally. But although it was extremely well written, I came to the conclusion that it was just too me-centric and played on some level to my detractors, who really are probably just 12-year-olds playing on their mom's computer. So if certain council members and acne-infested preteens want to accuse me of being a shill for the fire department, I'm fine with that. I don't really understand the logic of slamming me for standing up for a city department that they, before anyone, should be defending, but I don't understand much of their logic anyway. I can't wait to see the quotes to the papers when I get to my public works series. That's your boat, isn't it, Doom? And don't worry, guys, I've seen your emails. I'm getting things lined up. Well, I think that's enough posturing. Let's talk.
Later, at the office to the regional newspaper. I don't care if you won't talk to me. I'm working on this story and I need some information. Lois!
Yes?
Where's that email address for that 2030 guy?
You mean Tony from Elgin 2030?
Yeah.
The one voted most influential voice of our generation by Voice of Our Generation magazine?
Yeah.
The ruggedly handsome, charismatic dynamo who approaches life with the devil-may-care attitude of a rock star and the genius-level intellect of a Rhodes Scholar, who's the desire of every woman and the envy of every man in the city, who was crowned hero of the oppressed masses in 2009 by Heroes of the Oppressed Masses magazine?
Yeah.
I think it's on its website, Chief. I'm not your secretary, but I'll be putting this entire conversation on our Twitter page.
Damn it. Hello, you still there? Good. What's that email address?
I'm not your secretary either, Chief.
Damn it!
So before we move on to our main topic, I have to give an honorable mention to something I saw a while ago, and if you haven't seen it, you really need to check it out. It's a video produced by a bunch of kids for the Gail Borden Public Library talking about their summer reading program while chasing a gorilla around the library. But the real standout was an appearance by Mayor Potter where he looks at the camera and says, "If you can hear my voice, Captain, we need you." And I couldn't agree more. If you can hear my voice, Captain, we need you. Working on it, citizen. So, let's talk about one of our most powerful rights as citizens, filing FOIA or Freedom of Information Act requests. Now, there are two ways to get to the online system to request information. The first is to go to the main website at www.cityofelgin.org, hold your mouse on Living in Elgin, then City Services, then City Clerk, then click Request for Records. The other way is to go to Google and type City of Elgin Request for Records, and it'll be about the third link in the list. Now, once the city receives the FOIA, they have 5 business days to respond unless they request an extension, if the information is difficult to gather, for example. But you can request any information that is considered to be public record, which is almost everything the city does. You can request email, payment records, expense expenses, contract bids, after the final bid is selected, almost anything you can think of that directly affects life and business here in Elgin. Now let's go through the process now where we'll be requesting any studies done by the city looking at the possible impact to downtown businesses as a result of endless and repeated road construction. When you get to the records request page, you'll need to log into your account. If you don't have an account, you can create one by clicking the Create Account link in the corner. Now once you log in, you have several options to select. The first is the type of information, and for all of these, they are looking for the closest category. Or just select I'm not sure if you aren't sure. They will find the right people to respond. Make sure you make your requests as specific and close to interpretation as you can. Remember, they won't and aren't required to give you information that you haven't asked for. So make sure your request speaks directly to what you are requesting. Now you can receive your information several different ways, so pick the one that's best for you. Finally, for most of us, we'll be clicking No on the commercial purpose question. Click Submit, and you're on your way to becoming an informed citizen. So now you should be able to go online, request your own information from the city. And don't forget, they work for us. This is our information. Don't let anyone try to convince you that it's anything other than that. Now before I wrap this up, I wanted to give a special announcement about the Elgin 2030 store. You can go there and purchase all sorts of artwork and t-shirts and swag with 2030 taglines and quotes from older episodes. But we're also going to be releasing a special design I created for the Elgin Fire Department. All proceeds from the sale of this design will be donated back to the fire department to help fund their community outreach or the fire museum or wherever it can do the most good. So show your support for Elgin 2030 by supporting our local firefighters. Now finally, you will be able to see me and the puppets at Villa Veroni in downtown Elgin on July 15th, where I'll be the celebrity bartender. So make sure you come out and say hi. It'll be a great chance for you to show off results of your own Freedom of Information requests. And the first 25 people who mention it will get a special edition Elgin 2030 puppet to take home. We'll see you next time, Elgin.